The show will begin in 5 minutes. Three minutes until showtime. Heads up, the show kicks off in 90 seconds. One minute until airtime. We're on the air in 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
And it is time for the PIAA 4A Softball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network. It's the Battle of the Cougars, Valley View and Blackhawk here for the 4A Championship. Glad to be with you. I'm Tyler Polk. Lee Moan will join us momentarily. And these two teams doing battle for the 4A Championship. Valley View looking to go back-to-back as they won last year's championship over Ketterdale 6-0. And they've been one of the strongest teams throughout this run, throughout the district tournament and the state tournament run. They have not allowed one run this season, as I'm joined here by Lee Moan. Lee, this is a tough Valley View team that has a Clemson committed pitcher and Abby Call, who's been one of the best pitchers in the state. We said that a lot about a lot of pitchers, but still, we haven't seen a team come through without giving up a run in tournament play.
Yeah, she's been absolutely outstanding since these state playoffs have started. The District 2 champion, and not a lot of District 2 teams make it this far, but the Valley View making it out here. It's a great job by Abby Call. He said, and we talk a lot about, it's a lot of softballs all about pitching. You got a great pitcher, you can do a lot of things, and Abby Call's been doing that here this year.
Valley View is the one and only District 2 team to win a championship. They captured the 4A championship last June. And on the other side, this Blackhawk team, they've been relevant in WPIAL circles. They've been a pretty good tournament team. They've lost in the last two WPIAL championships after giving up 3-run leads, but still, the fact that in only their second ever PIAA tournament, Blackhawk has made it to the championship game, and this Blackhawk team defeated Punxsutawney 12-7, Bonner Prendergast 2-0, and Harbor Creek, who was looking to make it 2 state championship game appearances in 3 years, 7-5. This is a resilient bunch. After they've experienced heartbreak in the district championships, they've been able to shut it down and get themselves into the championship game for the first time.
And you mentioned that is the resilience, because those heartbreak losses, I mean, that can deflate a team, and then you have to somehow be able to regroup, and that's what Blackhawk done. Jim Riggio doing a nice job to regroup, recalibrate, basically. Hey, we got state playoff championship possibilities here, and they was able to make the run. Beat a very good Harbor Creek team, the District 10 champion. I had a chance to see them up at Penn State Barron, actually.
We both got to see them.
A very, very good team at Harbor Creek, so congratulations, Blackhawk. But one more game to go, so hopefully they'll be able to play their best game of the year and made the best team win here today between Blackhawk and Valley View.
Yes, Pursuta is a recruit of Geneva in Division 3, and what's on the line for Blackhawk? They're trying to become another team, the second straight year in which a WPIAL team hasn't won their district championship yet, but they capture a state championship, and that's been twice accomplished by Penn Trafford, winning last year's state title in 2025.
And today, the Laurel Spartans did not win the district championship, and they won the state championship here just this last game.
Well, I'm talking about district championships, period.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
But I like your enthusiasm.
Yes. But anyways, yeah. So should be a good one here today. I mean, Blackhawk, nothing to lose here today. Definitely, I would think they're coming in on the underdog scene here today, coming in with this very good Valley View team. But anything can happen here on Beard Field here. Penn State. It's
been a really impressive Valley View squad under head coach Mia Waskura, who's in her 3rd season as coach, and last year in her 2nd year capturing a championship. We saw with Laurel a 2nd-year head coach capturing the state title. So
a lot of young coaches this weekend.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, a lot of young coaches. Yeah, 1st, 2nd, 3rd year coming out here, making their presence felt here at State College.
Yep, strong teams that we've seen on both sides, and we got another one that we'll see momentarily in Valley View and Blackhawk. Also, in addition to Abby Call, you have Zoe Krupovich going to Bryant. That's in the American East. And Lemoyne commit Ella Swingle, who will be doing her try in the NEC. So a lot of strong representatives in this Valley View team. Of course, you see with call. She's been excellent at the plate as well, hitting .629 with 10 home runs and 36 RBIs. Call in the circle is 17-2 with a 1.69 ERA and 107 2/3 pitched, only yielding 53 hits, walking 41, and struck out 172. In the state semifinals, she threw a 2-hitter and struck out 10. On the other side for this Blackhawk team, they were able to hold off a late rally from Harbor Creek, and Kylie Pursuta hit a 3-run home run. Ava Elick had a 2-run single, and Pursuta struck out 9 in the game. Also in the Valley View semifinal versus Pope John Paul II, Abby Call hit a 3-run home run. So we have hitting pitchers. And also one more thing about this lineup, the flex will not be in play. There's no designated players on each side, so all 9 you'll see likely throughout most of the game here today.
Yeah, some coaches choose to just play that straight 9. We saw Union do that, and other coaches do that. I'd say about 40-50% possibly the coaches like that flex, they'll use it. But you don't see the flex used. You see the designated player used a lot, but they don't use that flex to its full capability. The coaches, they sort of put them in there, but not used a lot. But anyway, so not being used here today. So on a really nice day here in University Park.
Yeah, so far so good in terms of the weather forecast overall this weekend. And give you a recap so far of the championships preceding this. The 5A title game yesterday morning, Shaler picks up their 3rd title and first since 2006 with a 10-0 run rule victory in 5 innings. Pine Grove area goes back-to-back and wins their 3rd title. They defeated Sharon 7-1. Union goes back-to-back with their 2nd title, a 7-3 victory over Holy Cross. And we just finished up with the 2A championship. Laurel captures their first ever state title, 7-1 victors over Chartiers Houston. Still to come after this game at 4 o'clock is Owen J. Roberts and Hempfield area in our 6A championship game. It's been a fantastic run throughout the entire championships here. Again, thanks to Penn State and the PIAA for all their hospitality here. It's been truly an awesome experience, and the first time in which I got the chance to see all 6 championships in one sitting here without watching it on my TV. So this definitely is an awesome experience.
And congratulations to the 1A baseball championship champions. Doc Mennonite defeats Eden Christian 5-3 across the street.
So Eden Christian, they finally pick up the elusive district gold, but they'll still have to wait another year for state gold as they fall in the championship for the 2nd straight year.
Yeah, and South Parker and Bermudian Springs doing battle in 3A.
I've seen a lot of Cooper Hockendoner, and he's on the bump
deal
today. He's the real deal, and it's another strong pitcher going to Slippery Rock University.
Where did you say he was going?
Slippery Rock University.
Oh, okay, Slippery Rock. That's one of the #1 universities in the western side of the state, right?
Yeah, friends with Michigan.
Fans, good afternoon and welcome to Mini Line.
There's an inside joke in there, so.
For today's 2026 PIAA.
And we're moments away from first pitch, but it's time to listen in for the starting lineups for Valley View and Blackhawk.
2, entering with a record of 23-3, the Cougars of Valley View High School. And representing District 7, entering with a record of 15-5, the Cougars of Blackhawk. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, the Cougars of Valley View. Leading off, playing second base, number 8, Ella Swingle. Shortstop, number 34, Cora Castellani. On the mound, number 25, Abby Call. The catcher, number 11, Maggie Hallen. Center fielder, number 12, Zoe Krapovich. The right fielder, number 9, Ashlyn Hallaker. Third baseman, number 2, Coral Kelly. Left fielder, number 10, Madison Manelli. And the first baseman, number 1, Nevaeh Evans. The head coach is Mia Wascora. Assistant coaches Justin Stevens and Kylie Scavazzo. The Cougars of Valley View High School. And now let's meet the Cougars of Blackhawk. Leading off, playing second base, number 34, Eva Harris. The shortstop, number 27, Bryn Hysong. Center fielder, number 24, Addison Raymer. First baseman, number 22, Lara Selleck. The right fielder, number 25, Ava Ellick. The pitcher, number 23, Kylie Rasuda. Left fielder, number 11, Morgan Alexander. Third baseman, number 3, Chloe Brennetti. And the catcher, number 10, Hannah Nolte. Head coach is James Arigio, assisted by Charlie Justice, Nate Linder, Kelly Selleck,
and we're moments away from the first pitch here in the 4A championship. Valley View and Blackhawk. Valley View will bat at the top of the innings, Blackhawk at the bottom, and we'll have that first pitch for you coming up next on the PIAA Radio Network.
Please rise as we pause to honor America with the...
Are you having trouble saving to buy a home? The Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency offers down payment and closing cost assistance. Learn more at phfa.org or just Google PHFA and find out how you can buy a new home.
Today's PIAA Radio Network broadcast is brought to you by Wayne Bank, your hometown bank proudly serving communities across Pennsylvania for more than 150 years. Just like our local student athletes, Wayne Bank believes in hard work, teamwork, and commitment to excellence. From Friday night lights to championship moments, Wayne Bank is proud to support the schools, families, and communities that make scholastic sports so special. Wayne Bank, every day better, member FDIC.
You're listening to the 2026 PIAA Softball State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
And welcome back. Moments away from first pitch on the PIAA Radio Network. It's the Class 4A Championship. Valley View and Blackhawk. Valley View in the white with blue numerals and blue and gold stripes down the side of the sleeves. They will bat first. Blackhawk in the green and gold. Green shirts, green pants. They will be on defense first and bat at the bottom of the inning. And we'll give you their defensive alignment. Morgan Alexander in left, Addie Raymer in center, Ava Elick in right field, Lara Selleck at first, Eva Paris at second, Bryn Hysong at short, Chloe Ferniti at third base, and the catcher is Hannah Nolte. Our officials for the championship game at the plate is Robin Fanini, second base John Riley, first base Mike Meehan, third base Stuart Van Sant.
And I was able to track down Kylie Prezuta's dad sitting in the stands, and I asked him, there's a local radio station in the Pittsburgh area, a classic rock and roll station, Mr. Mike Prezuta, a disc jockey there. And we said, are you related? He says, distant cousins. So that's about as far as we can go. So distant cousins, the great Mr. Prezuta on the local radio station in Pittsburgh.
And we'll give you the numbers for Kylie Prezuta, the senior pitcher going to Geneva College. She's 14-4 with a 3.42 ERA, has pitched 100 innings, allowed 94 hits, 56 runs, 49 earned, 49 walks, and 140 strikeouts on the year.
And about how far do you think Blackhawk is from Geneva College?
Not too far at all. Blackhawk just before the state line into Ohio. So definitely a nearby trip for Kylie.
Oh, they consider Beaver Falls. Geneva's in Beaver Falls. I'd say maybe 5-6 miles, maybe.
And the game's first batter is Ella Swingle. Swingle going to Lemoyne. First pitch from Pursuta is in for a strike, and first pitch 136.
Yeah, only 1 minute late, not bad. Right on time, which is a good thing.
We've been rolling here from Nittany Lions Softball Park. One delay, hour and 46, and that happened in the 1A championship game, 0-2 count as Swingle watches in a ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Wanted to make sure I clarified that. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball high, here's the 1-2. So 1-2 count here for the game's first batter. The 1-2, and a swing and miss by Swingle. She's down on strikes. First strikeout for Pursuta, the game's first out.
Boy, I love the confidence out there by Pursuta. After that strikeout, she just nodded the head to Hannah Nolde, her catcher. Like, okay, we very confident out there. First pitch, her first strikeout of the day.
Here's Cora Castellani. First pitch to Castellani is fouled back for strike 1. Castellani this season is batting .322 with 29 hits, 1 home run, 18 RBIs.
Also plays some hoops on the basketball team.
Of course, one thing Blackhawks known about it is their girls basketball program, state championship regulars. 1-1 count to Castellani.
Yeah, well, their coach is coming out of retirement, Steve Ledovico.
Yeah, the longtime girls basketball coach. Has been gone for a few years, had a new head coach, but he's now back for Seneca Valley.
Yeah, Seneca Valley boys team. He's making the switch from girls to boys. I once asked legendary Hall of Famer Tim McConnell, because he went from boys to girls. I said, "What's the biggest difference?" I'll save it for after this pitch.
The 1-2, watched and called strike 3. Good start for Pursuta, has struck out her first 2 batters. She puts the freeze ray on Castellani, 2 away.
Yeah, I asked him what's the biggest difference between boys and girls basketball, coaching them. He said, "Girls got to go to the bathroom more." The legendary answer.
Abby Call at the plate, the Clemson commit. And Call swings on the first pitch and pops it up right side the infield. Ranging in the shallow right field is a second baseman, Eva Paris. 1-2-3 goes Valley View as we'll head to the bottom of the first. No score. Blackhawk coming up to bat next on the PIAA Radio Network.
Are you having trouble saving to buy a home? The Pennsylvania.
Together, we bring more. Celebrate the milestones, big and small, in life, from your first state championship win to a family get-together. And make them more meaningful with beef. Visit beefitswhatsfordinner.com for beef recipe inspirations and more.
Be prepared with CHIP. Free or low-cost healthcare for Pennsylvania kids and teens. From checkups to unexpected bumps and bruises and everything in between, CHIP has you covered. Don't wait until you need it. Be prepared with CHIP. Because every kid deserves quality healthcare and every parent deserves peace of mind knowing their kids are covered. CHIP. Free or low-cost healthcare for kids and teens under age 19. Learn more at chipcoverspakids.com.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
You're listening to the 2026 PIAA Softball State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
And welcome back here as we are ready to begin the bottom of the first. And here's the defensive alignment for Valley View. In left field, Maddie Manelli. Center field, Zoe Krupovich. Right field is Ashlyn Paliker. At first base, Nevaeh Evans. Second base, Ellis Swingle. Cora Castellani at short. Third base, Coral Kelly. Doing the catching is Maggie Hallett. And in the circle is Abby Call. And Call this season for Valley View is 17-2 with a 1.69 ERA and has 172 strikeouts. First pitch bounces away from Hallett, the catcher for Valley View. 1-0 count. Also for Call, has pitched 172 and 2/3 innings, allowed 53 hits, 34 runs, 26 to earned, and 41 walks to go with those 172 strikeouts. Paris at the plate, the 1-0 is fouled off. Eva Paris, batting .328, this season has 2 home runs and 17 RBIs for the section champions in Blackhawk, who were runners-up in the WPIAA championship. Fastball low for a ball, 2-1.
Yeah, Abby Call's going to be joining the Seneca Valley legend, Lexi Hames, who completed her first year Seneca Valley grad down at Clemson.
Well, you can see with the velocity she has, that's a lot of pitching talent in the ACC. 2-1. Wave and miss by Paris, 2-2.
Yeah, she was one of those pitchers that took the full 20 seconds. A very deliberate pitcher was Lexi, but a very good one. Hit 68 to 70 mile an hour on her fastball, which you have to do these days if you're pitching that level.
2-2 is just off the edge of the bat, foul. Blackhawk also has some college commitments. Addie Raymer will be playing at Penn State Beaver. Morgan Alexander will be going to Edinburgh and will attempt to walk on to the softball team there. 2-2. On the ground, that's the third baseman fair. It bends just inside the bag, rounding first, and stumbling is Paris, but she's able to walk in the second anyway, whip a leadoff double.
That ball just inside, maybe over the corner of the bag possibly, and down that left field line. Couldn't get much slimmer margin than that going down fair over the bag.
Stuart Van Sant with a good eye onto it as it bent into the bag, and the head coach, Wiskura, is saying, "Are you sure about that?"
Well, it's the home plate umpire's call. He made the call, so she's gonna go talk to home plate umpire, who might go talk to his third base umpire.
It just skipped over the bag, just over it, and Wiskura still having a talk with the home plate umpire afterwards.
Yeah, it's his choice whether he wants to go talk, but he's 100% sure. Nope, I had the call. I had it right in front of me. Of course, it's right past the third base umpire too, but nonetheless, it goes as a double.
9 straight shutouts for Valley View, and Blackhawk already with the accelerator on. A runner at second on the game's first hit, a double, and it's a ball to Bryn Heisog, who tried to square up for a bunt. 1-0 count. "59 innings without a run scored. This Valley View team has been electric defensively and in the pitching. Bunt attempt, but it goes for a strike, attempting to drag Heisog.
And Paris can really jump off that bag because shortstop Catalani is covering third on the play. So
the 1-1. Slapper on the ground, long collection for the shortstop Castellani, and the play not in time. It's an infield single for Heisog, and Paris moves over to third. Runners at the corners, no one out.
Yeah, the IUP commit getting down the line. Great bunt though, and beats it out. The Blackhawk in business here in the first inning.
Forgot about Heisog also in college as well with IUP. Now it's the 3-hole hitter in the Penn State Beaver commit, Addie Raymer. Early offense for Blackhawk. Runner goes, swing and a miss for strike one. A stolen base for Heisog. Now it's second and third with no one gone, an 0-1 count.
Boy, Abby Call's got some serious speed on that fastball. can see why she's going to Clemson.
Well, strong pitching we saw with Sharon, that if you're active on the base paths, it can neutralize some of that. And you got to take them any way you can get them. The 0-1. Hit in the air to left center field. Under it, the left fielder, Manelli, tagging and scoring. And a 59-inning scoreless streak is over. Blackhawk gets the game's first run, 1-0. A sac fly to left field. RBI for Addie Raymer, scoring Paris.
And how about the heads-up running there by Bryn Heislong to go from second to third, because left fielder Manelli was running towards center field, so she stayed on that base the whole time. Good tag. Blackhawks another runner 65 feet away.
And this is hit on the ground and into left field. RBI single scoring Heislong. It's Lara Selleck, 2-0 Blackhawk.
Yeah, first pitch swinging.
The right fielder, number 25.
Just put it between short and third. Blackhawk jumps up early.
So how's that for a punch to the mouth? For Valley View, again, 59 straight innings without a run scored, and Blackhawk in the first inning of the 4A championship has 2 runs in with 1 out. Strike 1 to Ava Elick. Elick batting .370, 1 home run, 17 RBIs. Runner at first, Selleck with the RBI single, and RBI sacrifice fly to left field for Raymer puts 2 in for Blackhawk. Fouled off, and taking a piece of it was Elick as she jumps around, and Coach Riggio will come and check out Elick from the third base coach's spot. It hit off her foot.
And Coach Riggio in his 11th year here, Blackhawk.
He's built this program up brick by brick.
Yeah, he was a baseball player back in his day. Looks like he could probably still play baseball.
Counts 0-2, 1 out, runner at first, 2-0 Blackhawk. And that one was fooling Elick as she swings and misses, and it's the first strikeout for Call.
Yeah,
2 away.
Yeah, change up low. Also, she was fishing, didn't come up with it.
Pitcher, number 23, Kylie Rasuda.
Kylie Pursuta, who's also been a strong hitting pitcher, swings on the first pitch and fouls it off. All behind first base side.
Foul balls need to be returned to the first base dugout. Thank you.
Pursuta, a 3-run home run versus Harbor Creek this season, batting .446 with 3 home runs and 18 RBIs. Call deals the 0-1. And Pursuta puts it on the ground, diving stop by Coral Kelly, but she can't make the play. From there, she eats it, and it's an infield single for Pursuta. It's 4 hits for Blackhawk.
Alexander.
And Selleck.
2 runs already in.
Selleck's hurt. She slid in the second hard, and boy, she did something to that right leg.
She collided with the second baseman coming in, trying to see if the throw will go to get the lead runner, and she's coming up limping after that collision.
Yeah, what a play by Coral Kelly. Just diving to her right there, and just all out dive there, but it was thought about throwing from her knees, trying to get through her knees to second base, and made the wise choice though, just eat it and go away. Now Selleck's trying to walk this thing off, and it doesn't look good. She does have a re-entry, which is the good news.
So we'll see who Blackhawk will elect to bring in.
Yeah, because Selleck is a first baseman, so you're going to have to have...
And it'll be number 77, Heidi Tubbs.
Yeah, she's your pinch runner.
Attention, please, running for Blackhawk.
Right now.
77, Heidi Tubbs.
So we'll see if she does not look like a first baseman, does Heidi. So we'll see how this works how they'll play this out into the top of the second inning. But Blackhawk still in business here.
Tubbs more viewed as an outfielder looking at the roster for the Blackhawk Cougars.
And now we're going to change our pinch runner, Maddie Bennett. Maddie Bennett's going to be our
that's for the
courtesy runner.
Yep, so that's a courtesy runner.
Yeah.
Maddie Bennett will come in for Pursuta. It was a long time waiting for that.
Yeah, to make sure Selleck was okay.
Your attention, please. The courtesy
Fouled off on the first pitch by Morgan Alexander, who will go to Edinburgh.
Didn't get a thumbs down, but got a little shake of the head.
There's nothing wrong with Edinburgh here. There's nothing wrong with any PSAC school. Not at all.
Our home plate umpires going over to the Valley View bench to make sure they got the changes.
Yeah, Bennett used as a courtesy runner. We'll see if Selleck will re-enter into the game or if they'll also make a switch at first base, and we'll put that for you.
And she was limping pretty good coming off the field. And you don't have to move a lot being a first baseman, but still, you need to be active.
Pitch is a ball, 1-1. Alexander this season batting .339 with no home runs, 9 RBIs. Blackhawk in only their second state tournament appearance, their first PIAA championship game appearance. The 1-1, Alexander fouls it off behind her, 1-2.
Well, it's amazing the length that Abby Call has. I mean, her foot ends up almost outside the circle by the time she's done throwing that ball. And it's only 43 feet, but she ends up probably at 39, 38 feet.
1-2, wild pitch, and everyone will take another base here. Tubbs in for Selleck, moves to third, and it's Maddie Bennett courtesy running at second. Two, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Big chance for Blackhawk. Alexander fouls this off the first base line.
Yeah, Abby Call takes advantage of that leap rule that they put in 2 or 3 years ago.
She's pretty much outside the circle with her front foot.
Yeah, almost, yeah, because I mean she's leaping off the mound about a good 1.5 feet or so, and then continuing that drag.
2-2. Alexander puts it on the ground, but foul off the first base bag, nearly much like our earlier chance in which it went diagonal over the bag. And gave Blackhawk two hits in their first 2 batters. Wow.
Boy, that just missed being foul. Inches.
If it hits the bag, it's fair. The 2-2, and a swing and a miss. Alexander down on strikes. Second strikeout per call, but Blackhawk does
Cougars in the bottom of the first through 2 rounds.
pretty much the impossible. A 59-inning scoreless streak is over for Valley View. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for Blackhawk. The end of 1. Blackhawk 2, Valley View 0. You're listening to coverage of the PIAA 4A Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Keep up with your team's games this season, no matter where you are, with Game Changer. Game Changer, the #1 scorekeeping app for baseball and softball, is thrilled to be the exclusive scorekeeping, pitch count, and team management app for PIAA baseball and softball. Download the Game Changer app today or visit gc.com to learn more about Game Changer.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA promote the highest ideals of good sportsmanship in interscholastic athletics. Always remember to respect student athletes, coaches, contest officials, and game administration to help promote a safe and positive game environment. Together, we can foster a community of good sportsmanship.
You're listening to the PIAA Spring Sports State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
And welcome back to the PIAA 4A Championship game on the PIAA Radio Network. Alongside Lee Moen, I'm Ty Polk. A 59-inning scoreless streak is over for Valley View as they pretty much ran through the competition through district play in the tournament, defeated Hanover area 17-0 in 3 innings, Wallenbach 11-0 in 5, and the championship in District 2, Tuckanuck 1-0. Defeated Northern Lebanon in the state first round 5-0, Archbishop Carroll 2-0 in the quarters, and John Paul II 8-0 in the semifinals.
Well, it's good to see Laura Selleck limping a little bit, got wrapped up, taped up. She's back out to play first base.
Yeah, you could see the black tape on her left ankle. Blackhawk wearing yellow socks, so it's very visible.
So it'll be interesting later on in the game, possibly. I'll explain here in a second. First pitch of ball, if she's able to reach base again, she's not going to be able to get a runner because her re-entry is done.
So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, if it happens, she'll have to run.
Maggie Howlett at the plate, 1-0 count. 1-0 is high from Pursuta, 2-0. Howlett this season for Valley View. Actually, no totals were on my paper, so that might have been a misprint on my end. 2-0 is hit foul into the Blackhawk side of the stands here.
Got Howlett at 342 on the year with three home runs and 18 RBIs.
I have, for Howlett actually found it now, 629.
Okay.
1 home run, 18 RBIs. I did get the stats just from the coach, so Howlett sends this in the air to right field, charging in into shallow right is Ava Elick for out number 1.
Yeah.
This Blackhawk team in district title games the last 2 years lost to Hampton and Elizabeth Forward.
Center fielder,
had at
number 12.
one point in a game 3-run leads that they couldn't hold. So getting ahead has been one thing, staying ahead is another thing for Blackhawk in championship games. Zoe Krupovich is in. Krupovich flares one out. It goes into the middle of the infield, and the throw is on by Highsong. What a play as she guns it over to first just in time. 2 outs.
A little flare over the head of Kylie Brazuta, the pitcher, and Highsong was able to read it all in one motion. Catch, throw, or catch the ball.
Number 9,
Leaning to her right a little bit. Put a lot on that throw. Perfect throw, perfect play. Highlight reel there. Probably the best play of the weekend we've seen.
Ashlyn Palikar looks at a ball outside, 1-0.
Boy, top-notch play by Highsong.
See why I have a difference in there. I have Howlett as number 11. She's 25 on this. Palikar's in her number 9 jersey, 354 on the season, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Pops one foul. Oh, he had a double bobble there. He had it one time. He didn't get it either time. And also on the second try. So that's not like me.
Oh, enter a game and a half of this.
1-1. Fouled off. That one goes into the crowd. No chance for a reception there. 1-2.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. Wrap it up tomorrow with lacrosse and volleyball in the PIAA.
Counts 1-2 to Palikar, all outside. That boys and girls lacrosse. Mars will come back into that. 2-2's fouled off.
Yeah, very dominant Mars program on the west side of the state. That lacrosse program, very good for many years. And girls lacrosse has been very good at Mars also.
Two balls, two strikes. To Ashlyn Palikar. Pursuiter ready. Here's the 2-2. Lifts one in the air to left field. Alexander has it. And the first 6 set down in order for Valley View. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Blackhawk on the PIAA Radio Network.
Becoming a champion is an incredible accomplishment, especially at a level as competitive as the PIAA. That's why the Faulkner Automotive Group proudly salutes the student athletes and their families for making it this far. When it's time to upgrade your vehicle, choose any of the 31 Faulkner dealerships in Philadelphia, Lancaster, Bethlehem, Harrisburg, or Mechanicsburg. You'll find award-winning teams doing business the right way and a fast and easy buying experience. Compare low prices on thousands of vehicles and find the one that's perfect for you. Faulkner, to be sure.
The PIAA Radio Network is brought to you by Wayne Bank, your hometown bank proudly serving communities across Pennsylvania for more than 150 years.
You're listening to the 2026 PIAA Softball State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Chloe Fernetti, Hannah Nolte, and Eva Paris, 8-9 and 1, due up for Blackhawk. They lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. 4A championship. This is the last available team that can repeat as state champions this season. So far, the first 2 repeat bids have been successful, and they were all on day one, with Pine Grove area and Union area picking up championships. The 6A champion Central Dauphin was banished in the semifinals by Hempfield. 1-0 to the first batter of the inning, Chloe Fernetti. And Fernetti batting .311 on the season with 10 RBIs. 1-0 count, and the pitch from Abby Call. Fernetti swings and misses on a low diver. 1-1.
And actually, it's going to be an illegal pitch on Abby Call. So the count's going to be 2-0. And there comes the head coach. Like, what did she do?
Coach Wascara has been talking to both of the umpires, trying to make sure things are.
I do not know which umpire. Did not know which umpire called the illegal pitch. So it looks like the first base umpire must have called it. Coach really not happy with that call. And I did not see exactly what was called.
And the Blackhawk contingent here.
And nonetheless,
having
Coach
Bluebirds out a little bit here.
Yeah, Coach Viscora has her say. She's trying to get an explanation. Not happy with the explanation, but she goes back to the dugout.
So an illegal pitch. It was a strike initially. Now it's 2 balls, no strikes. Blackhawk trying to continue on this run. They were successful with leadoff batter in Paris. Now a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, I believe it was called by the first base umpire. So
Fernetti, the third baseman, batting right. A deal from the left-hander. That misses 3-1.
That's what we talked about in the one of our broadcasts, I don't know if it was with you or not, but some of the umpires at this level, they'll call them.
Yeah, there's no fear of anything. They'll just say if it's there and they believe it, it's an illegal pitch. 3-1 is popped into the Blackhawk section, foul.
And you can
count.
Yeah, they're just doing their job. You know, some of the younger umpires, they don't want to deal with a coach coming out here. Well, you know, what'd she do? And then you got to try to explain, you know, what they did. And if you can't explain it well enough, then the argument gets even worse. You know, so they just say, I'm not calling it an illegal pitch. But at this level, in these states, you're going to get them.
Full count, and here's the pitch to Fernetti, and she swings and misses for strike 3, third strikeout by Call, and our first out here in the bottom of the second.
And I'm just taking a guess that maybe she crow-hopped, she replanted after, because you see the leap coming, she might have replanted. That's the only thing I can come up with, but I wasn't really watching that close. But nonetheless, it doesn't affect anything. Got the strikeout, 1 out.
Here's Nolte, the catcher in the 9-hole. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Blackhawk. Fastball outside, ball 1.
And as long as the pitcher can just shake it off, it's like no damage.
Well, Call definitely shook it off.
Yeah. Because
down 2-0.
Coach Viscora was coming out to check on it. She said, "I'm fine. Go."
1-0. Spiker in the dirt, 2-0. Last WPIAL team to take a state championship in 4A was Beaver area, so Beaver County back in the state championship game. 2-0 is low, 3 balls, no strikes.
Hempfield in the house for the 6A final.
The District 7 champions.
Yeah, great picture on Twitter of Coach Madison's 2 young girls with their first trip out when they had a state championship, with them standing outside the stadium when they were probably 9 years old, probably.
The 3-0. Bunt is pulled back by Nolte, but it's a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that on our next broadcast between Hempfield and O&J Roberts.
That's the capper for the 2026 softball season. 3-1. Wave and miss by Nolte, full count.
O&J Roberts were very close to having a baseball, softball, both their schools, but O&J Roberts losing in the semifinals in baseball. The Shawnee softball lost in the semis.
Well, it could have been a double day for both schools. 3-2 is on the ground. Slow roller. Kelly has to fire it across, and she throws it away. And it goes towards the dugout. The right fielder, Palikar, picks it up. It's an E5 and 2 base error as Nolte is at second.
I'm going to wait for the official score because I'm going single in E5. We'll see what the official score says. It's a tough play, but I agree with you that, yeah, a good throw gets her, but we'll see how the official score goes here. But nonetheless, Blackhawk back in business here in the second. There's the 1 error. And it looks like they're rolling your way, all E5. So I'm overruled, which is fine. Blackhawk doesn't care one way or the other. They got a runner second.
Sadie Linder pinch is courtesy running, for Nolte, the catcher. On the ground at Kelly. Linder watching and going back. Kelly went right to second instead of going across to get the runner at first. Wanted to keep Linder at second. So Paris is aboard on base for the second time.
I guess you just got to list that a fielder's choice or and reaching first. Just a bad mistake there by Kelly. You said the pinch runner out there for Blackhawk just coming. and Linder went about 10 feet off the base, and she just stood there. Kelly, if she throws right away, she might have a chance at it, but she stood there, allowed Linder to get back to second, and way too late to throw Paris out at first. So Blackhawk in business, first and second, nobody out. That's just a mental mistake there.
So fielder's choice, no throw. Has 2 runners on, 1 out, and definitely been a shock to the system of Valley View. At the plate is Bryn Hysong. Looks at a ball, 1-0. She singled, and leader scored. Counts 1-0. Here's Call's pitch. Slapped, and it goes backwards and foul, 1-1.
Yeah, left fielder Manelli kind of shallow in left field. The slap hit her up.
First and second, 1 out. Here's the 1-1. And that's outside to the left-handed batter, 2-1. Two nothing Blackhawk, 2 runs in their opening frame of work at the bottom of the first, and they have first and second with 1 out. Two ones fouled off, and it just drops short of Valley View's dugout. 2-2.
Yeah, looks like Owen J. Roberts in the house. On the left field fence, they'll head to the shade in the trees.
Wildcats and the Spartans, the 6A title game. Paris at first, it was a fielder's choice, no throw. 2-2. Swing and miss by Hysong. 4th strikeout for Call. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, it's a huge strikeout for Valley View on first and second, and just that 1 out. Already trailing 2-0, so big strikeout. 4th of the day here.
Addie Raymer flew out the left field, but got an RBI. Raymer shoots this down the line fair into the left field corner. Linder comes in and scores. Right behind her is Paris. 4-0 Blackhawk. 2 RBI double for Raymer.
First pitch swinging, and that ball just hit the line down that third base line. Coach Friscore came out to question that one also, but that ball definitely hits the left field line. First pitch swinging and gets all the way to the wall. There's no way that Paris was stopping at third base. Came in without a throw. How about Raymer? 3 of the 4 RBIs.
What a start for the Cougars, and it continues. A single up the middle by Selleck, who's striding with a little bit of a limp, but she gets an RBI single, scoring Raymer from second. 5-0 Blackhawk. What a development this is. 59 straight innings scoreless, and in 2 innings so far, Blackhawk has 5 runs.
Yeah, they're going to have a quick timeout here by Valley View as Abby Call is walking away from the pitcher's mound as they're having a visit on the mound, and Abby Call decides to walk almost to the outfield area away from everybody just to try to collect her thoughts, I guess.
I mean, this has to be one of the more stunning moments of the season. A team that was effectively impenetrable offensively throughout a district tournament and through 3 rounds in state gives up 5 runs in the first 2 innings.
And remember, now we have a runner at first base in Selleck that really cannot run well.
Yeah, she can't have a re-entry token here, and it's a grounder back to the pitcher. And Elick It's retired on one pitch on the 1-3.
But Selleck did her job there with the RBI single.
Yes, she did.
On 2 hits, no one left.
3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. 2 innings played, 5-0 Blackhawk on the PIAA Radio Network.
Cornerstone Business Graphics is proud to be a preferred vendor of the PIAA and offer custom wearables, promotional items, signage, banners, and so much more. Cornerstone is also home to MarketLogo.com, your source for online school store needs. School stores are a great way to raise funds and promote school spirit. Cornerstone is your one stop for all your school's promotional gear. Check us out at cbizgraphics.com. It's Cornerstone Business Graphics.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see a place where Pennsylvanians come together as a community. The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA creating opportunities for student athletes to be seen across Pennsylvania.
You're listening to the PIAA Spring Sport State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Well, it's been a stunner so far through 2 innings. 5-0 Blackhawk. Coral Kelly at the plate. 7, 8, 9 due up. First 6 set down in order, and Kelly sends this in the left field on the first pitch for a hit. The first hit for Valley View.
Yeah, don't want to bring this up, but you mentioned already earlier with Blackhawk having leads in district and championship games and losing that lead. You wonder if that's in the back of their mind or it's completely out. And see how this plays out. A lot of game left.
Just got to play at this moment, really, both sides. It's been a little bit over tea kettle so far for Valley View through 2 innings, but maybe that hit gets them settled.
Yeah, it's a very good hitting team.
Maddie Manelli looks at a ball, 1-0 count. Manelli this season is batting .290, 1-0. Is in there for a strike, 1-1. I mean, this was a team that you couldn't have asked for a more flawless run through the state tournament.
But they have their hands full right now.
A pesky Blackhawk team. 1-1's popped up left side, long trail for it, and the shortstop has it. Bryn Highsong coming all the way from center left in the infield to pass the left field line for that one. 1 out.
Yeah, put out that glove at the last second. She was running towards that left field fence there. Able to make that catch in front of the in front of Fernetti, the third baseman. Or back of her, should I say, but still, nice play there.
Valley View 23-3 on the year. Blackhawk 15-6. 11-game win streak for Valley View. Haven't lost since facing off with Abington Heights on April 28th. 16 of their last 17 they've won. Fouled off on the first pitch by Evans. The 0-1 momentarily from Prizzuto has been strong so far. Has only given up 1 hit and has struck out 2. No walks. 0-1's up the middle, base hit. Raymer able to collect it quickly and move it back into the infield.
Yeah,
Evans with the single.
Good production here from the bottom of the lineup, getting 2 with the 3 hits. Now you get to turn the order.
Swingle.
Alice Swingle struck out her first time up.
Boy, if you're Valley View, you'd love to get call up in this inning.
And the pitch gets away. Both runners will take a base. Kelly now at third. Nevaeh Evans at second.
Yeah, wild pitch there. Lodi did everything she could.
Is fouled off. And a catch made by White fans. He made a leaping catch there. Yeah, that's a high five.
That's the high fives, my friend. He made a great play.
I hope he made TV for that one.
He should.
1-1s outside, maybe a pitch out situation there. As
yeah, he's proud of that play too.
He should be.
Wasn't holding a kid though.
Yeah, that would have been father of the decade.
Yeah.
Especially with that leaping effort. 2-1. Misses high, 3-1. Valley View, a base open, and the bases would be loaded with 1 out. Swingle at the plate. On her way this season, batting .354, 1 home run, 17 RBI. She fouls off the 3-1.
Yeah, late swing again.
3-2. A possible course corrector for Valley View after Blackhawk has taken the first 2 innings with a 5-0 lead. The 3-2 misses, ball 4. First walk issued by Pursuta, and the bases are loaded.
The meat of the order coming up. And that's going to get a conference here. Hannah Nodi will call the infield in. Try to slow this momentum down.
Shortstop, number 34, Cora Castellani.
And 2 hits in this inning, the first 2 for Valley View coming from the 7-8-9 portion.
Yeah, just need an out here. Calm things down. Don't mind giving up a run here.
We have 5 of them for a reason.
Yeah, just get a ground ball here if you're Blackhawk. Valley View fans trying to encourage this team.
Cora Castellani struck out her first time up. The first pitch from Pursuta is outside. Direction inside, ball 1. Stepping out was Castellani after that. Pursuta the 1-0. This one on the low outside corner for a strike.
Yeah, fans not liking that one. Thought maybe it's a little lower yet.
It's the Valley View contingent right behind home plate. Not a big fan of it. 1-1. Fouled back.
Yeah, Coach Viscora wasn't a big fan of that call, but still. Wasn't a strikeout. You're in the hole 1 and 2, though.
One, 2. Fouled back again by Castellani.
Oh, good swing there.
First base is Swingle. Second base, Evans. And that third is Coral Kelly. Bases loaded, 1 out, 1-2 count. Blackhawk ahead 5-0. 2 runs in the bottom of the first, 3 in the bottom of the second. One-two from Pursuta. Swing on the ground, collected by the third baseman, steps on the bag for 1. The throw taking Selleck off the bag. There is 1 in for Valley View. Kelly scores. Evans is out on a U5. 2 away.
Yeah, Coach Viscora didn't realize she was trying to push the runner back to third base, and Nevaeh Evans, she was got the force out there. But nonetheless, the fielder short. They get the big out. They give up the run, but you still have an out.
1 run on 2 hits so far for Valley View. Abby Call.
Talk about a big part of this game.
Looks at a ball low, 1-0.
Abby Call with those 10 home runs, 629 batting average, 36 RBIs.
1-0, Call. Pops this up, middle of the infield, and the catch is made! Raymer had it in a collision with Highsong. That was nearly absolute disaster for Blackhawk.
On 2 hits, there were 2 left.
1 run, 2 hits
Our generation.
And 2 left. Valley View's on the board, but they're still down 5-1. Blackhawk ahead on the PIAA Radio Network.
Get a head start on your career in exciting fields like science, communication, engineering, and medicine, along with tuition assistance in the Pennsylvania National Guard. To learn more about the Pennsylvania National Guard, check out Join PA Guard on Facebook and Instagram, or go to nationalguard.com/PA.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA, two community-focused organizations, are proud to be collaborating to provide Pennsylvanians free access to local high school sports broadcasts. To follow your schools, check your local TV and radio stations for coverage. Through the PAB and PIAA partnership, following Pennsylvania student athletes has never been easier.
You're listening to the PIAA Spring Sports State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
So we played 2.5, 5-1 Blackhawk here at the PIAA 4A Championship. Garrett Dolan, our producer, and I'm Ty Polk alongside Lee Moan. And Lee, what was that final out?
It's just a high pop-up that it looked like Heisong was going to take control of out in shallow center field, but the problem was that ball kept on drifting out, and Addison Raymer coming in, and they collide. It looked like Heisong was going to make the catch, but Raymer was able to get it, and they collide. They both fall to the ground. The ball does not come out of the glove. They both come up. They both give each other a hug, and they get out of it, only giving up 1 run. Big part of the game right there, because you're talking, an Abby Call, the Clemson recruit, could have really put a dent into this game.
6, 7, 8 in the order. Kylie Pursuta, first pitch swinging, fouled off, and it lands on the roof.
Just over our heads. Just over our heads. Yeah, so that's big part of this game right there. Unfortunately for Abby Call, just couldn't come through in that situation, but she has a job to do right now to hold this Blackhawk team down.
0-1's in the dirt, 1-1.
Yeah, she's rattled a little bit. She's just not on her game today. She throws that down low, rips the mask off. She's frustrated with herself right now.
She walked away from a mountain visit. It was just
very strange, yeah.
I've never seen anything like that,
I never
especially
have.
at this lower level. One is in for a strike right at the heart.
The assistant coach came out to have a meeting, and she just took off, but walked right down second base, almost out in the center.
You thought she was going into center field.
Yeah, I thought she was having a pitching change almost there, and then she turned around. Just frustrated right now. Needs to collect herself.
1-2 breaking ball, good hold by Pursuta. She thought about it, and then she thought better of it. 2-2.
I'm ready to read my. My commercial.
We haven't had that read all for our first
it's
4.
About ready.
2-2. Fouled off by Pursuta. Here, I'll do it for you. If you think you can do better, go online to the PIAA website and become an umpire.
Yeah, take your test and see how you can do.
Odds are that probably will be a failed test. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Popped up by Pursuta, left side, the infield going forward and looking at it. Carl Kelly near the railing, could not make the play, and the at-bat continues.
Yeah, Kelly took off the visor, threw the visor down to the ground, but then the wind got a hold of that as she was trying to corral it along the dugout, trying to not run into the dugout rail. And the ball falls behind her, so a break here for Pursuta.
85 degrees, partly cloudy is our forecast right now. Wind 15 miles from the west.
More details at 6.
Yes. 2-2. Pursuta shoots this in the air to left field, and it hangs up for Maddie Manelli. First out here on the bottom of the 3rd.
Yeah, for Valley View, you really need a 1-2-3 inning here to regain some composure and and try to grab some momentum back. You already scored one back in the third inning. Now you just need to get out of this one, 1, 2, 3, and then bring up those bats in the fourth.
Morgan Alexander struck out her first time up. Is at the plate in the right-handed batter's box and swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. A 1 count. Long pause for call. And here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-2. Well, Call had a 2-hitter and 10 strikeouts, only allowed 1 walk in that 8-0 victory over Pope John Paul II. Here's the 0-2. Weakly hit up the middle, long run for Swingle, flips it over to first in time. A 4-3 with a little extra for it. Long run by Swingle and a flip over to Evans for the second out.
And Alexander sliding in the first to try to get there maybe a little bit quicker, but that ball just got past Abby Call, and that made the tough play on Swingle, who made the nice play, all in one motion, the underhand flip. Got 2 outs here in the third.
Chloe Fernetti at the plate. She struck out her first time. Breaking ball misses low for ball 1. Coach Wiskura calling for the infield corners to be in. Off the fist foul by Fernetti.
And Coach Wiskura, 2007 Valley View grad, played her college ball at the University of Scranton back in her day. Also was an assistant coach there for a little while.
1-1. Popped up right side of the infield, and the first baseman can't get it. Nevaeh Evans had a shot at it, but it hit off her glove and down. It's an 8-3.
A little bit of confusion there between Evans as she was running. As you just mentioned, the scorer called the infield in, so Evans had to be running back. Second baseman Swingle was coming in behind her, and the ball hits off her glove. This Nevaeh Evans off her glove, off her head into the ground. Maybe the play probably should have been made by Swingle, but did not get there, so falls the second error of the game. And Canody come up big right now. Get on base and try to turn this order to top.
Counts 0-1, 2 outs, runner at first after Evans' error, trying to make the catch just beside the first base line. Grounder up the middle, collected by the pitcher, Call, and she throws on to first in time. The error doesn't affect Valley View, as there's no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. We played 3 complete, 5-1. Blackhawk, they're ahead on the PIAA Radio Network.
Fans, you can have it in white, chocolate, strawberry, and practically any flavor you like. It's the beauty of milk, and no other drink quenches a king-size thirst like milk. After practices, reach beyond the colas and other drinks. Get your hands around a tall, cold glass of milk and enjoy. Whole milk, whole nutrition. The PIAA thanks the Allied Milk Producers of Pennsylvania for their support of the PIAA Championships.
Today's PIAA Radio Network broadcast is brought to you by Wayne Bank, your hometown bank proudly serving communities across Pennsylvania for more than 150 years. Just like our local student athletes, Wayne Bank believes in hard work, teamwork, and commitment to excellence. From Friday night lights to championship moments, Wayne Bank is proud to support the schools, families, and communities that make scholastic sports so special. Wayne Bank, every day better, member FDIC.
You're listening to the 2026 PIAA Softball State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
And welcome back. Ready to begin the third inning. Blackhawk 5, Valley View 1. As the Valley View Cougars were able to get a run in the top of the third for their first run of the game after Blackhawk took the first 5, with 2 in the bottom of the first and then 3 in the bottom of the second. Maggie Hallett at the plate, flew out the right field. First pitch from Pursuta, and Hallett sends this into the right center gap, and it rolls all the way to the wall. Long collection for Raymer, able to get it in. It's a double leading off for Hallett. So after being hitless in the first 2 innings, Valley View now has 3.
Yeah, it's a hard hit ball. And here now we're going to get that courtesy runner, I believe, for Hallett.
Hallett is the catcher, and the courtesy runner for Valley View,
Number 19,
Lily Smith will be in number 19.
Smith also part of the soccer team at Valley View. Again, you don't have to get all the innings back at once, or runs back at once. She fouls his first pitch off.
Zoe Krepovich at the plate, grounded to short her first time up.
If you can grab another run here in the 4th or 2 and then go out and play defense, just continue to chip away.
A once hit on the ground at the third baseman, and she touched it. It probably would have rolled foul, but Chloe Pernitti came up to receive it and try to throw across. Krepovich will be at first with that.
Yeah, just a weak swing, weak contact. That ball rolling up the third base line. Pernitti was going to field it all in one motion and then made a late, maybe a shouldn't, and then touched it on the ball on the line. Turns into a fair ball. So Valley View in business. First and third, nobody out here in the 4th. They rolled out a hit.
Ashlyn Palikar flew out to left field. Tried a bunt, pulled it back, and the runner goes. Krepovich will take second. Strange beginnings to this game for Valley View, giving up their first runs in 59 innings. But they're looking like they're back on the right path defensively, and the offense starting to put it together. This is hit in the air to left field, going back for it. Alexander, she can't make the play. Smith comes in to score. Krepovich right behind her. It's a 2-run double for Palikar. And Valley View down by 2. Blackhawk ahead 5-3.
Yeah, great try out there by Morgan Alexander, the left fielder, but just came up just up over her glove. It's a great shot there by Palikar, and there's Valley View right back in this game with still nobody out here in the 4th inning.
3 straight hits.
Yeah, looked like Alexander maybe took a bad angle of that ball, but it was a well-struck ball.
And the ball gets away from the catcher, Nolte, and allows Palikar to stroll into third.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Coach Riggio to come out and settle things down, but still have not seen him yet.
One out, another ball away from Nolte. And just like that, Valley View within 1. It's now 5-4 Blackhawk, and it's getting away from the Cougars.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know if that was a pass ball wild pitch. The pitch was inside. Nolte tried to grab it, and now here comes Coach Riggio. Everything going Blackhawks' way in the first 2 innings. Now Valley View, like you said, the offense finally starting to connect. Creep back in this game 5-4.
So that first one was a pass ball. And then the next one was a wild pitch.
According to our official stats there. Okay.
So what looked like a nightmare beginning for Valley View, in 2 innings, they're right back into it. 5-4. The bases are cleared now. It's a 2-0 count for Kelly, and she rockets one up the middle for a base hit. It's now 4 straight hits for Valley View.
And 2 straight for Coral Kelly. She's 2 for 2 in the day. Yeah, they're hitting the ball hard. Of course, Kropovich that wasn't a hard hit, but the other 3 were.
So Kelly at first. Here's Maddie Manelli, who popped out to short. And Manelli puts one on the ground, and the bunt goes backwards, foul. Now you're going to look back on that catch made on a pop-out to shallow center by Raymer as something that stopped the big inning there, but then you give up something right back like this, already a crooked number with 3 across for Valley View. Fly ball left field, going back for it. Alexander, she can't get it. Kelly rounding the bases, heading to third. Alexander slow to get to her feet. It's a double for Manelli, and that's now 5 straight hits for Valley View.
Yeah, Alexander thought she had that. She just kept on drifting back, and the ball kept on carrying further and further, and she finally made the leaping try. Could not come. It falls to the ground. Good back up by center field Raymer. And Valley View a chance to take this lead here in the 4th. And you mentioned still nobody out. Give credit to Valley View, not panicking here. You know, down 5-0, everything not going their way, but coming back with a vengeance here in the 4th.
Nevaeh Evans swings and misses on the first pitch for strike 1. She singled and was then later caught up on a U5 fielder's choice. Count 0-1. Brazuta and company need to get some outs here. Fly ball right field, taking a long track for it. Elliott cannot get it. A run scores, and the play at second is not in time, excuse me. In is a run for Valley View, and stretching out a single to second base is Evans.
And Manelli stops at third because she had to wait to find out if that ball was going to be caught when she was standing at second base. Once that ball hit the ground, she took off. Throw comes in, cut off by the pitcher in Brazuta, and then she fires to second base. Had a chance possibly in Nevaeh Evans, but she made a nice slide. So second and third, still nobody out here in the 4th in a tie game.
An unbelievable stretch of events for Valley View.
Not surprised, though.
Yeah, not surprised.
Yeah.
Their offense has been strong, but just a weird start for them. A little bit of miscommunication at times.
Yeah, infield in here.
Ellis Swingle at the plate. 0-2 count. So it's officially a single down the line for Nevaeh Evans and an advance to second. Two runners in scoring position. We're tied at 5 with 4 runs in this inning for Valley View. Ball 1, 1-2 for Swingle. And Swingle, the Lemoyne commit, walked her last time up. The 1-2, Swingle pops this up, middle of the infield, and the catch made by Eva Paris. And there's your first out. You're in the top of the 4th.
Can you get another infield fly, or fly in the infield? Or something in that line? But then you got the dangerous Abby Call up on deck.
Yeah, she'll get a chance.
Well, you hopefully you can get a double play somehow, some way here, and Call not get a hit.
Infield in
chance.
for Blackhawk. Castellani wanted to pull a bunt there.
Boy, but that almost looked like a suicide. Manelli was way down the line. She had to dive back quickly. Nody, very nice stop of the ball in the dirt, and it bounced in front of her, and that allowed Manelli to get back into third.
Counts 1-0. To Cora Castellani. Fielder's choice her last time up. 2 balls, no strikes. She watches one in. It's been a tough 4th inning defensively for Blackhawk. 2-0 misses, 3-0.
Boy, Pursuta not happy with that. She thought she had strike 1.
6 straight hits to begin this inning for Valley View, and they've tied it up at 5 apiece. Count is 3-0. And that's in for a strike, right on the inside edge, 3-1.
And for those of you who think you can do a better job sitting behind the plate, please go to PIAA.org, click on how to become an official, take your test, and see how you can do.
That's 2 PSAs. 3 ones popped up and out of play, foul. Behind home plate. Two runs in the first, 3 runs in the second for Blackhawk, 1 run in the third, 4 runs here in the fourth for Valley View.
And still going.
Full count, bases available, 3-2, and Castellani swings and misses. 3rd strikeout for Pursuta and a massively needed 2 outs. Castellani down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Biggest strikeout of the day there. Now do you pitch the call even though she's 0-2? 0 for 2 in the day. Popped up to second and popped up to center field. And do they intentionally walk her? They sure do. Walker pitch to the Clemson recruit. They choose to let her walk.
So now the 10th batter and the one who began this run, Maggie Hallett.
Hallett with 18 RBIs on the year.
Was a part of a 2 RBI single by double, by Palakar. And she pops this one up, and it falls foul right in front of us for strike 1. If Pursuta can get out of this jam, it wouldn't be exactly the peachiest feeling for Blackhawk, but you'll take it. Now the clouds coming in. Fly ball, and it goes into shallow center. Elick and Raymer collide. Elick still down. 2 runs come in. Hallett gets a 2 RBI single. Valley View is ahead. 8-5. Man, incredible. Also another run coming in is Call behind that. So it's a 3 RBI single. And a outfielder for Blackhawk is down.
Yeah, Raymer and Elick collided out there in right field. That just a little flare, bad break there for Blackhawk. Just a little flare that drops in the right center field. And then trying to get the ball, Raymer and Elick, and they both collide, both go down, and that's what allowed Abby Call to come all the way around from first base and score. And they're looking at Addie Raymer right now in center field, and she's going to have to come off.
There was sunshine early to begin this game, and it's almost kind of parallel to what it's been for Blackhawk. The first 2 innings, you couldn't ask for a better start. 5 runs in. Valley View gets 1 in the 3rd, and now 7 in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, and
it's Raymer that'll have to go out. So that's the 2nd injury for Blackhawk, and coming in is Sadie Linder, who's been used as a courtesy runner.
Yeah. And Lily Smith is going to be your courtesy runner for Maggie Hallett again.
So the 11th batter will come to the plate. And Zoe Krupovich, a 3 RBI single.
So I apologize. That was not Addie Raymer that got hurt. That was right fielder Elick that got hurt.
So Ava Elick, Raymer still in.
Yeah, my apologies. That's Linder in right field.
Stunning this has been. And this is ripped to right field, and Linder can't get it. Krupovich with the hit. Coming around and scoring is Smith. And Krupovich has a RBI triple. 9-5 Valley View.
Yeah, this is a hard shot that Linder got turned around. Welcome to the game. Hard shot there in the right field. Linder cut the glove out, but gets by her. RBI triple, and suddenly this game is turned in a heartbeat.
12th batter to the plate. It's Palikar, who had a 2 RBI double, sends this in the air, and that gets down in front of Linder. In right field, and coming in is Krupovich. And the assembly line continues.
9 hits in this 4th inning for Valley View, and they're still not done. Again, just a little flare, and it just drops in front of Linder. Not a hard hit ball. No chance for Linder. Once a 5-0 lead, now a 10-5 deficit, and still in the top of the 4th inning.
Incredible output by Valley View. Pulling back the bunt, runner goes, and the throw down to second in time, and that retires the side. Palikar caught stealing to end the inning. 12 batters to the plate, 9 runs come in for Valley View, and they have totally flipped this game. They're ahead 10-5 as we head to the bottom of the 4th on the PIAA Radio Network.
The PIAA is honored to have St. Luke's University Health Network, a nationally recognized entity in sports medicine, as the official medical provider of the PIAA Championships. St. Luke's University Health Network is a top 100 major teaching hospital which provides care to athletes ranging from youth sports to professional athletes in Pennsylvania. St. Luke's Sports Medicine offers comprehensive athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. St. Luke's is proud to have been chosen to support the Champions of Pennsylvania as the official medical provider of the PIAA Championships.
Spalding is proud to be the official baseball of the PIAA playoffs. Founded on baseball over 100 years ago, Spalding has a full line of baseballs for every level of play. Spalding, true to the game.
You're listening to the 2026 PIAA Softball State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
From 5-0 down, Valley View with 10 runs across the top of the 3rd with 1, and then 9 in the top of the 4th. They're ahead 10-5. Just an indescribable 4th inning.
Yeah, Blackhawk just shell-shocked. I mean, Valley View hit the ball hard, and a few flares that just fell down, got the breaks that they needed. The good news for Blackhawk, you still have 4 bats left, but you're going against one of the best pitchers in the state of Pennsylvania, Abbey Call.
And you're giving one of the best pitchers such a huge runway here. First pitch swinging by Paris into center field, and Krupovich has it for our first out. It seemed like they were upset with officiating, and it seemed like there was a mountain visit that was more for the infield, and from there, Valley View has managed to turn things around. It's a total 180 from what things were through 2 innings played.
Yeah, after the first 2 innings with a 5-0 lead and all the emotions by the Cougars, just by Valley View, not looking good. But whatever Coach Viscore said in between innings at the top of the 3rd, they've responded.
And the body language was off, and things were just looking shockingly off for the defending state champions, and now they flipped it all the way back, 1-1 to Bryn Highsong.
How about this infield? Everybody in the infield for the slap hitter in Highsong.
Actually, the only one that really isn't in is the first baseman.
Because she's going to cover the bag.
And Highsong opting to go regular approach there, swings and misses for strike 2, 1-2. A 3 RBI single and a 2 RBI double really switched things around. RBI triple. The runs came in bunches for Valley View, fouled off by Highsong.
Remember they chose the walk Abby Call with an open first base, and to try to take their luck with Maggie Hallett, but she delivered. I said not the hardest hit ball, but it fell in the perfect spot, and that opened the floodgates.
Counts 1-2 to Highsong. The pitch. Highsong bounces one foul.
Yeah, you got a feel for Blackhawks. I mean, they were that close to getting out of that inning tie with a 5-5 tie. That ball just falling in the right center field, and then that injury Elick getting hurt on the play.
I got to check the lineup and see it. Linder will likely take Elick's place. Soft grounder over to 3rd with Kelly, and a stretch attempt by Evans, not in time. Highsong does beat it out, just barely. And she's 2 for 3.
I didn't see if she ran track, but she should. She gets down the line in a heartbeat. And the slide into first base.
So this is Addie Raymer, who had that collision with Elick. Raymer's still in the game, Elick gone. And Raymer swings and misses for strike 1.
Again, like I said in the 3rd inning, you just want to chip away as Valley View did. Don't have to get them back all at once. Try to get one here.
Well, Valley View got it all back at once, but it'll be a little bit different for this Blackhawk team. Runs in bunches. Maybe the toughest test for Valley View in quite some time with those first 2 innings, though quickly able to get this game and get complete control of it. 1 out, a runner at first, 0-1 count.
Boy, Coach Viscar calling out the defense here, calling in for Cora Kelly to play in, first baseman in.
0-1. This is 1-1, and one thing about it, you were talking about the mask being worn for the entire infield for Chartiers Houston. Only one mask, and it's for the pitcher. Call. 3rd base, no facial protection, none for first base, none for 2nd and short. 1-1. Good hop by Kelly. Collects it, but can't make a throw.
And they call foul ball, I think. I saw the hands go up. And it's a foul ball.
Wow. And now it's Riggio having a disagreement there.
They ruled foul ball. Yeah, from my angle, it looked like a fair ball, but the umpire right on the line says that the ball was in foul territory.
So the count will be 1-2.
Yeah, she was definitely in fair territory. They're ruling that the ball was touched in foul territory. He's got the better angle.
Well, the bounces were in Blackhawk's way, and now it's turned back for Valley View.
Yeah, that's what Raymer's questioning right now. Home plate umpire has the best view of that. Because the ball is behind. Third baseman behind that play. So home plate umpire making that call. And he got the hands up right away.
So Raymer back at home plate as her bat continues. It's a 1-2 count.
Yep.
At first is High Song.
Yeah, just a bad break. You think you have first and second and one out. Now you're in the hole in the count, 1-2. Try to shake that off and get at it here.
One, two. Raymer puts it in the air to center field, and it's off the glove of Krupovich. High Song stops at third. Raymer stops up at second.
Yeah, Krupovich had it lined up, and then that ball kept on sailing, got the glove up, but it hits off her glove out in center field. So Blackhawk in business, second and third on one out. I would think E8, but we'll see what the official scorer says. It looked like she had it measured, and then the last second put the glove up and goes off the glove. So remember, Seliku cannot run well right now because she's playing injured. It had a clutch hit in the second.
And Selleck sends this in the air to right field, but it'll hang up for PIAA. Tagging and scoring is High Song, and Blackhawk back on the board. It's 10-6 Valley View.
That's a good at bat though there for Laura Selleck. Just get the fly ball. Raymer stayed at second base.
So they ruled a fielding error to the center fielder. Had a long wait for it, went through another at bat. A tough one, no doubt, for Krupovich. She had to go on a run for it, but official score says error. Second error for Valley View.
And
here's Sadie Linder.
Yeah,
She's
first
now
at bat of the game.
She swings and misses for strike one. As she now takes patrol of right field. And Linder flies this one out to center field. No problem for Krupovich. She has it, and that retires the side. Blackhawk able to get a run in this inning as we played for complete 10-6 Valley View on the PIAA Radio Network.
Do you need custom cuts of meat for your next cookout? Look no further than Wise Markets. At Wise Markets, they can custom cut a variety of meats, providing you with the perfect size and best quality. You'll always get fresh, in-store cut meat at your local Wise Markets. Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
If you think you can make the calls, become a PIAA official. Make some extra cash, stay in shape, and enjoy interscholastic sports, all while making a difference in your community. Head to PIAA.org for more information.
You're listening to the PIAA Spring Sports State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Twelve batters came up for Valley View in the last half inning. It was 9 runs on 9 hits, no errors, and no one left on. So now it's 7, 8, 9 due up here in the 5th. As it's a score card rearranger that last half inning for Valley View offensively.
But you got 1 run back. To now see if you can get through this inning here. First pitch swinging the Coral Kelly a strike, and it's swinging through. Need 3 outs here. Get back your offense.
I'm trying to now chip away. Down by 4 is Blackhawk. Kelly pops this one foul. Another one on the roof, 0-2. 0-2, Kelly popped up right in the center of the infield, and the shortstop High Song has it, route number 1. Well, that's a much cleaner start for Blackhawk compared to the last half inning. Matty Manelli at the plate. 1 for 2, double and a run scored. First pitch outside to the right-handed batter, 1-0. 1 for 2 today and a run scored. 1-0 count, and she pops this up center of the infield. Paris, and instead it's High Song that had it. It's another near collision.
I'll take
for
grape.
Blackhawk.
I'll take grape.
Oh my.
Yeah, the snow coat catch there.
Nearly a orange crush situation, or a green crush with the jerseys. So that's the second near collision catch. It was Reamer that made one. Now it's High Song, 2 away, and here's Nevaeh Evans. Ball inside to the right-handed batter. Evans, a senior.
Yeah, not looking good for a 4 o'clock start for the final game here today.
No, that's not happening. Fouled it off. We were in line.
Until the 9-run 4th.
Yeah. One. Evans able to fight this one off, but grounds it over to first, and Selleck will step on the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and that retires the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th, 10-6 Valley View. This is the PIAA 4A Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
The PA Attorney General's office and the PIAA remind you to not let pain become a killer. Be a good Samaritan. If you suspect a teammate, family member, or friend of abusing prescription drugs, tell a coach, tell a teammate, tell a teacher, tell someone. For help and information, go to ddap.pa.gov, and together we can ensure that pain doesn't become a killer. The PIAA would like to thank Preferred Headwear and Headbrand supplier Outdoor Cap and Junk Brands for their continued sponsorship of PIAA athletics. Their products are built to perform with style from the sidelines to the stands. Visit junkbrands.com to learn more.
You're listening to the 2026 PIAA Softball State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
And welcome back. Pursuta, Alexander, and Frenity, 6, 7, 8 for Blackhawk, down by 4 runs. They're in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, Blackhawk did their part. They got one in the bottom of the 4th. They got the quick 3-run. They had 3 outs.
That was the first 1-2-3 inning since the top of the 2nd.
Yeah. Now, can they continue to scratch run against this Clemson recruit? They collected 7 hits on the day. Need a few more now to get back in this game as they trail by 4.
Kylie Pursuta will lead off. She's 1 for 2 today. And Pursuta going to Geneva College at the completion of her high school career. There's the first pitch from Call. And Pursuta rockets one up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff single. And a good start for Blackhawk. Senior able to get on base, and that should give way to the courtesy runner. And here is Maddie Bennett to take her place. And you can only courtesy run for the pitcher and catcher. You might see on our screen pinch runner. I think the college live stats program just not used to the high school rules.
Yeah, the old courtesy runner.
It's for the pitcher and catcher. Morgan Alexander 0 for 2. Fouls off her first pitch.
Yeah, I don't think Abby Cole's used to getting hit like she is today, giving up 8 hits.
Well, moving forward for Blackhawk, they'll need their 7, 8, 9 hitters to contribute a little bit. Only 2 errors has let them on base today.
Yeah, not a lot of contact for 7, 8, 9.
And a program only in its second ever PIAA tournament. Definitely ahead of schedule, but
yeah,
I like it. They picked up a victory in their first ever PIAA tournament win last season. They lost to Kennard Dale, who made it here to State College last year. Counts 1-1 to Alexander with Pursuta courtesy runner at first, and Maddie Bennett 2-1 count as that misses.
Yeah, definitely not Abby Call's day right now. She's been fighting for sure, but still with a 4-run lead.
I think for her day would be this day ending with the championship. Going back-to-back, 2-1. Misses low on the fastball, 3-1.
Yeah, she's having a little bit problems with her release right now, and she's taking a walk. Yeah, she's trying to stay in her zone. First baseman Evans tried to come down and say something, and then did not happen.
I think that's more just her, the way that she goes through things after taking a longer look at it. A 3-1, misses low, ball 4.
Yeah, she's lucky she didn't get called for an illegal. She definitely took her time, took a long walk, which you're not supposed to be able to do. Catcher goes out, and Hallett will go down and have a talk with Call. And she's having problems with that coming out and just not striding the way she wants to stride right now. Hallett having a talk with her. So Blackhawk doing their thing, getting the first 2 runners on.
Only 3 hits allowed by Call in the quarters and semis combined, so Blackhawk has been able to get to her.
The Call just needs to regroup here.
Now it's first and second with no one out for Chloe Frenetti. Frenetti 0 for 1, a strikeout, but reached on an error her last time up.
Corners in.
Corners into the right-handed batter, but goes sideways foul.
Yeah, we talked with a friend last night during the baseball game when Stefanik for Butler, they're with the Shanamy trying to bunt. They said they're not used to bunting 92, 94. It's like here in softball, not used to bunting 68, 70. Tough to get it down.
0-1 goes foul again on the butt. So here's the thing for Valley View. In their 3 championships before today, they had not allowed a run. They were combined 12-0 over their 3 opponents. Kennard Dale in 2025, winning 6-0, 5-0 to Fort LaBeouf in 2013. And then 1-0 over Phillipsburg Osceola in 2000. Grounder back to the pitcher Call. She'll go to the lead runner at third and gets her.
Yeah, smart play there by Call. Just go over to third, easy play, make the easy throw.
So the lead runner And Maddie Bennett is gone. It's a fielder's choice, 1-5. Alexander advances to second, and that's our first out here in the bottom of the 5th. So it's still first and second with 1 out. Hannah Nolte, who if she makes space, she'll need a new courtesy runner, with Lindner coming in to right field. First pitch, a strike.
Yeah, Hannah Nolte, basketball, volleyball, Blackhawk. Also, you like this, she loves a dirt bike rider.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No state championship games being here at Blackhawk. The 0-1.
Oh, I think she went. Let's see if they appeal that. Yep. Oh, they say she didn't.
Wow.
Very close.
They put the appeal at first base, no swing.
Yeah, very close there.
1-1 count, 1 out. Blackhawk down by 4. 10-6 Valley View. One is in there for a strike. Right on the outside edge of a right-handed batter. Blackhawk trying to get back on the comeback trail. Had a 5-0 lead through 2 innings. The 1-2, wave and a miss. Gone on strikes is Nolte.
2 big outs after the single and the walk. Might almost say this is almost do or die here for Blackhawk. You need some type of run here after getting the first 2 runners on.
5 strikeouts for Call. And we're back to the top of the order where it's been much more friendlier for Blackhawk, with Eva Paris scoring 2 runs. And a flare goes to the second baseman, Swingle. Blackhawk strands 2 as they pick up a hit. No runs, no errors. As we have played 5 complete, 10-6 Valley View on the PIAA Radio Network.
Baron Rings are the official championship ring of the PIAA. For more information or to order your custom championship rings, please go to baronrings.com. That website, once again, is baronrings.com to order your custom championship rings today.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA, 2 community-focused organizations, are proud to be collaborating to provide Pennsylvanians free access to local high school sports broadcasts. To follow your schools, check your local TV and radio stations for coverage. Through the PAB and PIAA partnership, following Pennsylvania student athletes has never been easier.
You're listening to the PIAA Spring Sports State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
And welcome back. 6th inning, 10-6 Valley View here in the PIAA 4A Championship game alongside Garrett Dolan and Lee Moan. I'm Tyler Polk. Final 2 innings here of our 4A title game. Next up is the 6A Championship, Hempfield area versus Owen J. Roberts. 1, 2, 3 in the order for Valley View with Ellis Swingle, Cora Castellani, and Abby Call due up. Swingle puts down a bunt. Pursuta collects the throw on the first, is in time for the first out here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, bunt just a little bit too hard there by Swingle. Made it back to Krasuta's right there. She came off the mound, maybe about 10 feet to her right, made the strong throw over.
And barely, nearly was able to beat it out. They're still very fast down the line.
Oh, yeah. So 4 straight retired here by Krasuta.
Cora Castellani at the plate, ball 1 as that dropped low.
And you mentioned off the air, you know, Blackhawk 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up in that bottom of the 6th.
Castellani fouls it off and took a piece of it with her. And she'll step out of the batter's box, and home plate umpire, it's not just with the catchers that they do this little thing to grant them time after taking a foul ball off of their body.
I love it when they try to dust off the turf.
It's like, that doesn't work that way.
Yeah, but they do it anyways.
A 1-1, and Castellani looks at a ball high, 2-1.
Dust off the tire pellets.
Well, the views were murky for Valley View through 2 innings, but 1 run in the third, 9 in the fourth has changed the complexion. Castellani puts this in the air to right center, ranging forward and unable to get it is Raymer. Held to a single. Good work by Sadie Linder to throw it back into the infield as she backed up her center fielder, and it holds Castellani to a single.
Yeah, I don't know if Linder just didn't see it, got a bad break on the ball, because Raymer had a long way to run for that ball. She made a diving attempt, couldn't come up with it. So another ball that just drops in front of a fielder. Not a hard hit ball, but just well placed. Bring up Abby Call.
Yeah, Call was intentionally walked, but that intentional walk later allowed her to score. It was a 3 RBI single.
And you never know what might happen if they decided to pitch to her. You know, was that the right decision, right not? You know, because I mean, 3 hits happened after that, after they walked Abby Call.
She tipped the first pitch foul, 0-1. Now a bouncer to the plate. Nolte blocks it, but still taking advantage and moving up is Castellani.
Yeah, you can second guess that decision all you want, you know. So, nonetheless, it was made, and Maggie Hallett made him pay.
That's the key. Hallett
Yeah.
was the one that did it. It was the right call at that point, especially maybe you're trying to do damage control. A couple runs already came in. And now that ball is thrown away by Pursuta as well. And it moves up Castellani once more. Then another weird bounce got away from Nolte, but she was able to recover it before Castellani made her move to home.
Yeah, that ball bounced high into the air, and then Nolte having problems finding it, and he said Castellani almost decided to come home. She went about 15 feet and put on the brakes.
2 out pitches, 2-1. And this is lofted in the air, and this will get in front of the center fielder, Raymer. Run scores with Castellani. RBI single for Abby Call. Her first hit of the game. And Valley View back on the board. They lead 11-6.
How many times have we seen this today? Just the little flares out of the outfield, and Call's going to get a courtesy runner this time. You got to feel bad for Blackhawk. I mean, just getting the result you think you need right there, and the ball just finding spots.
Call gets a courtesy runner, and it'll be number 7, Grace Munley, coming in. Munley is sophomore.
Yeah, give Call a break. The courtesy runner. She's got 2 more innings to pitch, so need her fresh out there.
She was the one that came home on the intentional walk. They had no courtesy runner there. So Munley's first trip on the paths today. First pitch from Pursuta is popped, foul, out of play. Maggie Hallett at the plate. And she changed the game with a 3 RBI single after a collision with center field and right field. Ava Elick was taken out of the game after that. 0-1. Misses ball 1.
Yeah, if you're handing out a play of the game award right now, that's it. The tie game in that situation, and Hallett came up with a big 3-run single. Not the hardest hit, but perfectly placed.
1-1. And Hallett pops it up, first base side, and calling for Paris, the second baseman, as a whip behind Selleck, who, reminder, still wearing that black tape on her left ankle.
Good play, though, by Paris. Call it off. Selleck as she was going for it. So you could see Selleck's in definite pain, fighting through it. Gives a nod to the coach saying she's okay, but you're not going to pull her out. She's going to have to crawl out of here.
Definitely was a warrior, though, and helped out the cause for Blackhawk early on. Pop back foul. Zoe Krupovich at the plate. And Krupovich is 2 for 3, has a single and an RBI triple. Oh, 1. Krupovich puts this in the air to center field. Going back, Raymer. It's out of here. Home run. A 2-run shot to center field.
That was a no-doubter, 6th home run of the year for Krupovich. And that might be the icing on the cake right there. You can hear the Valley View fans. And Brazuta's going to come off. We're going to have a pitching change here after that. Well, what a shot, though. Straight away center field. That's 220.
Scores now 13-6.
It looks like Layla Yengus is going to be our new pitcher.
Layla Yengus comes into the game for Blackhawk, and she is a sophomore.
I think
0-1 ERA of 8, 7 innings pitched, 10 hits, allowed 8 runs, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts.
Let's see if Brazuta goes in the right field because Radner came in, so we'll see how that plays out here.
Boy, a tough one for Kylie Brazuta.
Yeah, it's tough because she just got a lot of bad breaks. Really did. She got those lazy fly balls, but just too lazy, unfortunately, just finding those little slots in the outfield. Brazuta is going to come in the right field. So Kylie Brazuta is going to be your new right fielder. And then Yengus will go into the spot by Radner. So she'll go into the 5 spot where will be Kayla Yengus.
5 2/3 pitch for Brazuta. 14 hits, 13 runs. 1 walk, and she struck out 3. All 13 earned, and that's a tough one.
Yeah,
for your final game of your high school career.
Yeah, Valley View fans celebrating on the far, to our left.
It was a 2-run home run, making it 13-6. And Valley View, when things looked grim, they became the Grim Reapers. First pitch from the new pitcher, Yengus, popped up and collected by the shortstop, Bryn Heisong, to retire the side. 3 runs, including a 2-run home run added on to the total. 13-6 Valley View as we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. This is the Class 4A PIAA Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Zona, an osteopathic physician dedicated to protecting young people. Every family needs to know that 13 American teens die every week from a drug overdose, and most involve fentanyl. But many never even knew that's what they were taking. Because fentanyl can be found in fake prescription pills made to look like real medications, like Xanax or Percocet, and they're often sold on social media. Just one pill can kill. Learn more at fentanylawarenessday.org, presented by Song for Charlie through POMA.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA promote the highest ideals of good sportsmanship in interscholastic athletics. Always remember to respect student athletes, coaches, contest officials, and game administration to help promote a safe and positive game environment. Together, we can foster a community of good sportsmanship.
You're listening to the PIAA Spring Sports State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Bottom of the 6, Valley View 13, Blackhawk 6. As the Valley View Cougars have staked their claim to this game.
Yeah, over across the street, Bermudian Springs picks up their first PIAA championship since 2010. They defeat South Park 1-0.
Wow. So another heartbreaker for South Park. They did this in 2017, in which they came up short in the WPIL and PIAA championship games. Lost to Elwood City in the WPIL championship, and now Bermudian Springs in the state final.
Yeah, 1-0. So great pitcher's duel over there.
At the plate is Bryn Highsong, and Highsong is 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored.
And there's the defense. Everybody in. I love it. Third baseman in about 20 feet from home. Second baseman almost near the pitcher's mound. Daring Highsong to slap it by him.
0-2. And that was fouled off.
No, it was not. They rolled strike 3.
Wow.
Ball was dropped.
It went backwards. It went out of the catcher Howlett's glove. That's where it got confused. You've seen the strike sign, so just as I said that.
Yep.
So it is a strikeout, but the advance to first for Highsong on the drop, third strike.
Yeah, Howlett did everything she could. She was able to keep it in front of her with the speed of Highsong.
And this is hit in the air to left field and gone. Addie Raymer adds in a 2-run home run, and Blackhawk trying to make something happen. It's now 13-8.
That was a no-doubter off the bat. So for Valley View, don't get comfortable. This Blackhawk team not going to be going away.
So a drop third strike allows a 2-run home run on the next pitch.
Boy, Abby called just really. I mean, I haven't seen her pitch other than last year. You'd think this is, one of her most frustrating performances, but she's still got a 5-run lead.
Officially, it goes down. That drop third strike still gives her the 6th strikeout, but a 2-run home run comes out of it. It's stunning. It's been today for a team that had 59 scoreless innings in a row. Get some early trouble from Blackhawk, but then their offense totally redeems itself with that and just goes out on a tear in the 4th inning. Lara Selleck, who's had a day today, 1-1, sliding in to steal second in the bottom of the 1st, hurt herself, had to get a pinch runner. Heidi Tubbs, and then flares one in a diving catch by Castellani.
Another highlight reel play by a shortstop. Castellani diving far to her right into the shoestring catch, diving as far as she could to the right. Ball stays in her glove. Great play. Coach Riggio on the third base line giving the thumbs up to the shortstop as well as he should. Great play. Boy, we saw Highsong with a dynamite play earlier, and that one was just as good.
So coming in For her first at bat is Layla Yenges, and Yenges bats .333, just 2 hits and 6 at bats.
Very small sample size.
So Yenges batting in Linder and Alex spot. Fouls it off 0-2. Got the out on our first batter faced.
Yeah, boy, Castellani doesn't come up with that play. I mean, you get a runner on first, nobody out, momentum going. Huge play. Settle is ending down right now.
0-2 is fouled back by Yenges.
Again, baseball finals will be on time. Softball finals, not so much.
Once again, a 9-run inning. Could you blame it?
Been entertaining, though, to say the least.
Yes, definitely the most entertaining game of the weekend. 0-2's outside, 1-2. Yenges batting in the right-handed batter's box.
Yeah, the first 4 games, not as close. Union game turned into a tight one towards the end. In the 1A final yesterday, that ended about 8 o'clock.
All signs pointing to all champions that made their way back repeating, but Blackhawk trying to make one last grasp at potentially taking this game away from Valley View, but 2-2 count for Yenges. 1 out, no one on. Two is fouled back once again by Yenges. Long at bat here. And what is definitely not the best day for Abby Call, but still, through it all, her team's ahead thanks to some great offense.
Yeah, didn't expect 9 hits off her today, but credit to Blackhawk. They've hit her well.
Three-two count. That one hit off the mask of Howard.
Yeah, umpire being gracious right now because she could have got called for illegal there.
3-2, fouled back.
Way over the 20 seconds there that you had to throw the ball, but she's taking her time behind the mound, taking those long strolls. Good at bat here by Youngus.
Full count, 1 out. First at bat for Yenges here in the championship game. The payoff, misses ball 4.
And how big is that catch looking right now by the shortstop for Valley View, huh? That looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, or actually it'll be a courtesy runner.
Yep, courtesy runner. Maddie Bennett will come in as the courtesy runner. Previously for Pursuta, now moves up a little bit.
Well, Yenges.
Second walk for Call.
Yeah, Yenges is now the pitcher. So she's the courtesy runner for the pitcher all day. So that's all. Pursuita's hit the ball well today.
So Pursuta now in right field. That was off the first one for strike 1. 2 for 3, 2 singles. She'll have to run for herself. 0-1 breaking ball. Misses low and away. Ball on the strike. Fireworks aplenty here in the 4A championship alongside Lee Moan and Ty Polk as we're here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1, mighty cut and miss for strike 2.
Mighty fastball there by Abby Call.
Yeah.
She hasn't lost anything in this heat, has she?
Yeah, no velocity losses. It's just that Blackhawk has been able to get their hits in this game. 1-2, check swing. Ball called 2-2.
Ooh. So close.
I was looking for an appeal at the first baseline. There was no appeal.
Ball just missed the corner.
Counts now 2-2 with a runner at first. Breaking ball misses as it drops in the dirt, 3-2. One out, a runner at first, full count. The 3-2. Ball 4.
I'll say it again. How big is that catch at shortstop? Blackhawk rallying again right now. And what's Coach Fiscora want now? Talking to the home plate umpire about something.
Well, now it's usually anytime a coach does this, and we haven't seen it, it's a
assistant coach coming out to have a conversation.
Haven't seen anything that indicated a leaving early type situation from Blackhawk.
No, just maybe not liking that strike zone right now, and Abby Call's just going to have to adjust. Second conference of the game for Valley View.
Through it all, Valley View has survived 3 errors in this game defensively.
But again, this 7-8-9 spot needs to come up with a clutch hit somewhere.
Yeah, they were able to get a walk from Morgan Alexander her last time up, but she's 0 for 2.
And right now for Abby Calls, you got to know that. Just come in and get those strikes, get ahead of the hitter.
0 for 6. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Blackhawk.
Yeah, try to barrel down right now.
1 out, runners at first and second.
That's what you like to see.
First pitch, a strike.
Yeah, exactly what you want to see after that timeout, after that trip to the mound. Go out right after these 7, 8, 9 hitters right now. A lot of weak contact, a few strikeouts.
The 0-1. Fastball outside, 1-1. $15 minutes away from our planned 6A championship start time. That will not be the case here.
No.
1-1. Drops low, 2-1.
An unusual day for Abby Call, to say the least.
Especially after how strong she had been through the district tournament and through the first 3 rounds of states. Counts 2-1. Alexander pops one back to the pitcher on a hop, and a throw over by Call is in time, 2 away.
Does advance the runners.
Both runners move over. Bennett now at third. Pursuta at second.
Boy, you need 2 here for Fernetti. Just find a flare, find something in the outfield.
And to make sure on my scoreboard that that Pursuta is running for herself now. Chloe Fernetti, fielder's choice her last time up, and Fernetti pops one lazily out of play over the dugout for strike 1.
Well, you got the flare, but the flare was too far to the right.
The one thing about this Valley View team offensively, they've had a lot of blimpers, bloops that have worked in there.
Yeah. Difference in the game, too. I mean, Presutti did not pitch that bad, just some bad breaks.
0-1. Outside, 1-1.
Sure, there was some hard hit balls, but some of those key hits just dropped.
Still 4 outs for Blackhawk, but they have to go back on defense one more time. 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1.
And Cole takes off her mask again, upset with herself.
Emotions run high for this Valley View Cougars team. We saw it early, and then over the course of the game, it's been more happy emotions for them. But
you got a high emotional coach too over there.
Yeah, she's definitely
very intense and expects a lot out of her team.
Why not with how they've been? Championship last year, looking to go back-to-back, fouled off by Trinity, 2-2.
She's always yelling instructions out their team, pacing back and forth, very involved in the game. Said played her ball not far from home in Scranton.
In case you're wondering, the Laurel softball team was at the Creamery. 2-2, fouled off again. This one bops off the third base line.
I'm not going to be able to make a trip down there, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're working a little overtime right now.
I'll make it down there tomorrow, though. After
volleyball. You got plenty of time after that.
After volleyball, I'll get down to the Creamery and before my rack of ribs on the way home on Interstate 80.
2-2. 2 runners in scoring position. Fouled back again by Frenity. It's been long at bats for Blackhawk here throughout this inning here in the 4A title game. A lot of first pitch swinging in the first 2 innings. As Cull made an adjustment, and it's been a little bit tougher for these Blackhawk hitters. The 2-2. In the air to right field, tailing in is Palikar. She has it to retire the side. A 2-run home run by Addie Raymer cuts into the deficit. Valley View 13, Blackhawk 8. Led to the 7th. You're listening to the PIAA 4A Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Transform your field with Digital Scoreboard's massive outdoor LED displays. Designed to handle any weather, they deliver bold visuals for scores, replays, and sponsor ads. Visit digitalscoreboards.net to get started.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see a place where Pennsylvanians come together as a community. The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA, creating opportunities for student athletes to be seen across Pennsylvania.
You're listening to the PIAA Spring Sports State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Valley View looking for some more insurance. 13-8 they lead, looking for back-to-back state championships. It would be their 4th overall in program history. Only 1 loss, 2-1 the Big Spring.
It's been a battle today. Falling behind 5-0 and 10 unanswered runs.
A big inning of epic proportions. I don't think you'll ever have a bigger inning than that if you're Valley View. (7, 8, 9) in the order for Valley View with Carl Kelly at the plate. leading off here. Kelly looks at a ball outside. This will be the second batter for Layla Yenges, who finished out the sixth for Pursuito's, currently in right field. Selleck and Ellich, the right fielder and the first baseman, had to deal with injuries. Ellich could not continue 2-0 count, as it's been a wounded Cougars team, but still they have fought valiantly here in this championship game. In their first appearance, the 2-0, wave and a miss by Kelly, 2-1.
Yeah, can't fault the effort, that's for sure.
I mean, they did something that a lot of teams wish they could have done to Valley View, and that's put runs on them. The 2-1. Kelly swings, hits this in the air to center field. Running in for it is Raymer for out number 1. Through it all, just 2 left on base for Valley View.
Oh, good news is, looks like the rain they were calling for is not going to hit now. So that sort of dissipated before it got over the mountains.
Yeah, the clouds at the moment look bad, but we're not going to talk any more about it because it's a jinx. And I've been advised by the PIAA. Fouled off by Madison Minnelli. I do as the PIAA abides.
It's been a great day so far. The 5th game of the last 2 days here.
All I want to know is, how can Mr. Limon get some beef sticks at the end of the game? We've been trying to get the beef flex all of the past 2 days and gotten nothing. I know we're in an ivory tower out here, but come on, what's the man got to do for beef sticks?
Get a flex?
Guess so. 1-1, swung and missed by Minnelli, 1-2.
They were flexing in the baseball stadium last night, giving out there.
The Chamonix definitely earned it. The students behind the dugout were shirtless, tarps off.
Yep. Had the old logo on their chest.
1-2 popped up, out of play, foul. Into the Blackhawk supporter section. It'll be another tough try for them likely in the championship. Still have 3 outs to make something happen, and the way the offense has been going, I mean, anything is possible. Word to Kevin Garnett. 1-2. Dribbled on the ground. Perniti runs over to first in time. And on a close play with Minnelli blazing down the line.
Yeah, Blackhawks going to have 9-1-2 hitters in the bottom of the 7th, but they're going to need to bat around.
That 1-2 has been very helpful, though. 5 of their 8 runs have come from it, and if you add on the 1, 2, and 3, even the 9-hole hitter Nolte has scored. So
they're going to need a lot more, though. They're going I said they're going to have to bat around.
Nevaeh Evans at the plate. Looks at strike 1.
Again, lacrosse and volleyball tomorrow. The final spring sports of the season in high school in the state of Pennsylvania.
0-1. No matter what, it's club sports up next for you.
Yeah.
Ball to Evans, 1-1. One is back to Yenges at the circle, and she throws on the first A 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 7th. Last chance for Blackhawk. Valley View 13, Blackhawk 8. This is the PIAA 4A Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Is college in your future? The Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency helps PA students and families navigate all things college, such as scholarships, grants, and loans. For more information on ways to plan and pay for college, visit PHEAA.org. That's PHEAA.org.
If you think you can make the calls, become a PIAA official. Make some extra cash, stay in shape, and enjoy interscholastic sports, all while making a difference in your community. Head to PIAA.org for more information.
You're listening to the PIAA Spring Sports State Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Valley View 3 outs away from their 4th championship in program history and back-to-back state titles.
A valiant effort for Blackhawk. Do they have the miracle in them to come back from 5 here in the 7th against a Clemson recruit, Nabby Call?
Jim Riggio having a good talk with Hannah Nolte, and you got to love his attitude. They've changed a lot. He used to be a much stricter coach, and more often than not the last 2 years, these kids have been dancing around, and it's resulted in 2 WPIAL championship game appearances and a state title game appearance. They still have the smiles on their face. Valley View, it's looking like their moment. And the first pitch from Abby Call to Nolte, and Nolte puts it in the air to center field. And on the run, making the catch is Krupovich for the first out.
Boy, that had trouble rating on it. We'd love to get that leadoff runner on, but boy, Krupovich had a long run for that ball. Was able to corral it in right center field for the first out. Big out there.
Eva Paris, officially 1 for 4, but has scored twice. Her last 2 at-bats, she's flown out and popped out after the big start for Blackhawk, in which they put up 5 runs in the first 2 innings. Paris, the junior, pops this into shallow right field, and the second baseman, Swingle, has it. And Valley View is 1 out away. Blackhawk down to their final out.
You can hear the Valley View fans. There are to our left, and the coach wants to talk to the batter, but he said, umpire says you had your 1 conference with the last batter.
I guess
he talked,
maybe before that first pitch.
Yeah, well, he talked to Nolte, and he ruled that was a conference, so he's not allowed to talk to Hysong.
So Hysong, the last chance for Blackhawk.
Yeah, rarely you see that.
The slap hitter runs up. It's a ball, 1-0.
But it's actually the right call, though. And you're only allowed 1 offensive conference in innings, so he had it. So talk from afar.
1-0 from Call is in there for a strike, 1-1. Pursuta has scored, or Hysong, excuse me, has scored 3 runs.
Set a nice game.
Scored on a drop third strike with the 2-run home run by Raymer. Just trying to give one more bat for Raymer, the senior, in the 3-hole spot. She fouls it off. Blackhawk down to their final strike. 1-2 count, 2 outs.
Yeah, Hysong's been on base 3 times today. Along with Raymer, but them 2 have been really good. Along with Selleck, who's playing hurt. She's had a nice game also, too. 2, 3, 4 hitters.
Call looking to wrap it. Here's the 1-2. swing and a miss. And for the fourth time in program history, the Valley View Cougars are state champions.
One heck of a battle by the Blackhawk Cougars, though. Nothing to be ashamed of. Hold your head up high. A great battle by Blackhawk, jumping out to that 5-0 lead. Looked like everything's going to be, giving them a game, and then that disastrous fourth inning. Valley View taking charge.
Valley View 13, Blackhawk 8. Quick break and we'll be back for the championship ceremony. You're listening to coverage of the PIAA 4A Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Attention fans, get your next game day ticket using Hometown. As the official online ticketing partner of the PIAA, Hometown gives you a simple and secure way to search, buy, and scan your ticket right from your phone. Download the Hometown Fan app from your mobile app store today.
The PIAA Radio Network is brought to you by Wayne Bank, your hometown bank proudly serving communities across Pennsylvania for more than 150 years.
Are you having trouble saving to buy a home? The Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency offers down payment and closing cost assistance. Learn more at phfa.org or just Google PHFA and find out how you can buy a new home.
Today's PIAA Radio Network broadcast is brought to you by Wayne Bank, your hometown bank proudly serving communities across Pennsylvania for more than 150 years. Just like our local student athletes, Wayne Bank believes in hard work, teamwork, and commitment to excellence. From Friday night lights to championship moments, Wayne Bank is proud to support the schools, families, and communities that make scholastic sports so special. Wayne Bank, every day better, member FDIC.
Together, we bring more. Celebrate the milestones, big and small, in life, from your first state championship win to a family get-together. And make them more meaningful with beef. Visit Beef. It's what'sfordinner.com for beef recipe inspirations and more.
Welcome to the post-game show. For a recap of today's championship game and the medal ceremonies from Beard Field, here's Tyler Polk and Lee Moan.
And welcome back as they go through the silver medal ceremony for Blackhawk. Valley View back-to-back state champions. Winning pitcher is Abby Call. 7 innings pitched, 9 hits, 8 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 walks. She struck out 7. Kylie Pursuta gets the loss, 5 2/3, 14 hits are allowed, 13 runs all earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Layla Yen just finishes out the game with an inning and a third pitch, and 4 batters faced. No runs, no hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Valley View, their final line score 13 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors. They left 2 on base. For Blackhawk, 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 7 left on base. Limon, your final thoughts?
Yeah, you hate to see a lady on crutches on AVE like on the Blackhawk side as they get their medals, but just a great effort by Blackhawk. Just a rough day in that fourth inning where balls were just falling in front of them. But credit to Valley View. I mean, they fell behind 5-0, and whatever Coach Fiscore said, it worked in the top of the third. They were able to only score 1 run in the third, but they made their presence felt right there. And then the big 9-run fourth, and then they turned things on. But deserving champions for sure. And so congratulations to both teams, though.
Yeah, spectacular offensive effort by Valley View throughout this game. It was a 9-run fourth inning that was the decider The Blackhawks, they definitely gave it their best effort, but unfortunately have come up short here in the state championship game. Congratulations to Mia Waskura and the Valley View Cougars. And now let's listen in to their championship ceremony.
And we are presenting now the next line for your PIAA state champions, the Cougars of Valley View. Receiving the yellow and blue, number 1, Jose Evans. Number 2, Coral Kelly. Number 3, Kelly Miller. Number 6, Eden Williams. Number 7, Grace Mulligan. Number 8, Ella Swindler. Number 9, Ashley Howard. Number 10, Maddie Lilly. Number 11, Maggie Allen. Number 12, Zoe Krubovich. Number 14, Ashley Krzyzak. Number 19, Lewis Smith. Number 21, Marissa Jenner. Number 22, Lucy Riccino. Number 24, Lydia Elizabeth. Number 25, Abigail Hall. Number 28, Lucy Gibb. And number 4, Nora Castellani. The assistant coaches are Justin Stevens and Kylie Scalano, and the head coach is Mia Latimora. Presenting the state championship trophy, the PIAA president and district chairman, Mr. Frank Stryker. Present to Morgan Alexander, Kylie Scalano, and PIAA for state champions, the Cougars of Valley View.
A fourth title in program history as they lift the trophy high right in front of their supporters. Congratulations to Valley View High School, back-to-back PIAA state champions. And that was game 5 of 6. Our final game, the 6A championship, is coming up next. One last time, our final score, Valley View 13, Blackhawk 8. Thanks to Lee Moan, my broadcast partner, and Garrett Dolan, our producer here today. We got one more for you. Owen J. Roberts in Hempfield area coming up next to 6A championship on the PIAA radio network.
Thank you for tuning in to today's state championship game on the PIAA radio network. This broadcast is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience, and any use, broadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of the PIAA is strictly prohibited. Stay tuned for more state championship broadcasts on the PIAA radio network, and stay up to date with sports news all across the Commonwealth at PIAA.org. The preceding has been a presentation of the PIAA radio network.